August is one of the best months to get out under the stars, but it's also one of the last chances to photograph the Milky Way before the season starts slipping away. In this guide, I'll show you the best nights to get outside, the best targets to photograph, whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere, and later I'll show you how your photography could be featured right here on Nightscape Odyssey. Whether you shoot Milky Way landscapes, deep sky objects, or both, I've got you covered. Let's start with the moon because that pretty much decides everything. Here in Australia, third quarter falls on the 6th of August. New moon arrives during the early hours of the 13th. First quarter falls on the 20th, and the full moon is on the 28th. This gives us our main dark sky window from roughly the 7th through to the 18th of August. If I had to pick the very best nights, I'd be heading out between the 10th and the 16th. Those nights will give you the darkest skies, the best contrast, and the best opportunity to photograph both the Milky Way and deep sky targets. And one quick reminder, these dates are based on Australia. Depending on where you live, new moon may actually fall on the 12th, so always check your local moon phase before planning a trip. Now, as I mentioned before, I wanted to tell you how you could get your photographs on the channel. I'm going to feature one or two photographers from this community right here on Nightscape Odyssey. It doesn't matter whether you shoot with a smart telescope, a DSLR, or a full observatory. If you've captured something you're very proud of, I'd love to see it. And all you need to do is subscribe and leave your Instagram handle or your YouTube channel name in the comments. Just the handle, not a link, because links tend to get dissolved. And then tell me whether you shoot deep space, nightscape, or both. I'll choose one or two photographers to feature in the next month's guide. I can't wait to see what you've been capturing. Let's start down here in the southern hemisphere. By August, the galactic core is already visible as soon as the sky gets properly dark. There's no more waiting until the early hours of the morning. Throughout the evening, it slowly moves towards the western sky, making August one of the easiest months to photograph the Milky Way. But the season is changing. By September, the core will be lower, further west, and available for a much shorter time. So, if you've been waiting to capture your favourite Milky Way image this year, don't wait much longer. For the Northern Hemisphere viewers, August is also one of the last great opportunities to photograph the galactic core during comfortable evening hours. The core sits towards the south before gradually moving towards the southwest throughout the evening. As we head into September, it becomes harder to catch before it disappears below the horizon. So if photographing the Milky Way is still on your list this year, now is the time to go and do it. August also brings one of the biggest meteor showers of the year, the Perseids. This year, they peak around the 12th to the 13th of August, almost perfectly lining up with the new moon, giving the Northern Hemisphere viewers beautiful dark skies right when the shower is at its strongest. The best viewing is after midnight through until around dawn. For those of us in southern Australia, like I am unfortunately, you may still see a few meteors low on the northern sky, but the best show belongs to the Northern Hemisphere for this one. If you're lucky enough to be under the clear skies on the night of the 12th and the 13th, don't miss it, it's going to be great. Before we look at this month's deep sky targets, I just wanted to mention something quickly. Every image you're about to see was captured by either using a Dwarf Mini or a Dwarf 3. If you've been thinking about picking one up, I've left links to both of them in the description below. And if you decide to purchase through any one of those links, it won't cost you any extra, but the channel does receive a small commission. The support really helps me continue making videos like this one, so thank you very much in advance if you use those links. Right, let's look at what I'd be photographing this month. There are plenty of great targets available during August, but if I had to choose my favourites, these would be them. If you're only going after one target this month, make it the Lagoon Nebula. It's bright, easy to capture, and packed with detail. Whether you're using a smart telescope or a full astrophotography rig, it's one you will not regret capturing. Next up, the Eagle Nebula. It's home to the famous pillars of creation, but don't worry if your smart telescope doesn't resolve the pillars, the surrounding nebula is still absolutely beautiful. The Omega Nebula is another fantastic target, bright, colourful, and one of my favourites to image. And sitting right beside the Lagoon Nebula is the Perseid Nebula. If your telescope supports mosaic mode, capturing both together makes an incredible image. If you're watching from the Northern Hemisphere, don't miss the North American Nebula, the Veil Nebula, the Dumbbell Nebula, and later in the evening, the Andromeda Galaxy. Galaxy season is almost here. For the Southern Hemisphere viewers, the Helix Nebula, and this one always gets me, I can't pronounce it, 47 Tucane or Tucane? 47 Tucane, perhaps? Anyway, I can't pronounce it, so we'll move on. The Small Magellanic Cloud and the Sculptor Galaxy are all well worth adding to your list. If you've been waiting for the Galaxy season, it's certainly just around the corner. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your number one target this month? The Lagoon Nebula, Andromeda, the Veil, the Sculptor Galaxy, or is it something else? Let me know in the comments. I always enjoy seeing what everyone is photographing around the world. Now let's just quickly wrap things up. The best dark sky window runs from the 7th through to the 18th of August. My best pick is the 10th through to the 16th. The Perseids peak around the 12th and the 13th. The Milky Way is still looking incredible, but the season is definitely starting to wind down. If you've been waiting to get out under the stars this month, now is the time. If you've enjoyed this guide, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more people. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I put together one of these guides every month to help you make the most of every clear night. August gives us some of the darkest skies of the entire year, but they won't last forever. So charge those batteries, pack that camera bag, and get out under the stars, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks everyone.